back up in this thing, ready to get some on that wax.
Another session with the BrosTalk, where the beer's ice cold. BrosTalk. Another session with the BrosTalk. Come and tell us what you know. BrosTalk.
Yo, what up world, what up peoples and tweakers out there? It's your boy T Broski. I got my main man King Dano in the building with me.
What up?
And this is BrosTalk. I wish I could make mushrooms, bro.
Mushrooms.
Whatever.
Okay, can you do me 4-leaf clovers when I do that then? Oh, we already had that.
I can't do effects, we're not good at them. Hey man, we got the homie, the player, the fella, the brother, the guy.
And the well-known.
The world renowned.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Highly viewed.
Highly viewed. Highly requested.
You know what I'm saying?
Way overboard.
Some people might call
Appreciate
him.
the
They
introduction.
might call him the Moon Man.
But my boy Corey. Hey man, how y'all players doing?
Appreciate
today?
that.
Hey man, I'm just trying to work on our intros. You never know who's gonna be sitting on the couch, right? So you have to work on those type of things.
I feel welcome.
Yes, that's the goal. Hey man, how y'all players doing, man? How y'all been this evening?
I'm doing great, man. Just chilling. I'm back from a little vacay.
Good vacations.
Well, yeah, no, it's been crazy around here, so we leave where we're at just to go down and sit in tornado warnings for 2 nights. It's just like,
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
yeah, like,
They had a tornado that was supposedly like 2.2 miles wide in Texas. So that's like the record. I don't know if it was
That's
that
nuts.
same thing, but
Like just now, or like not now, but
yeah,
Recently.
recently, yeah. This shit looks crazy on camera. It looks crazy. I mean, they're all the twisters as it.
Tuesday 2 miles.
tornadoes.
Yeah, but them are like,
No.
I think an EF is EF1 or EF something is like.
I think it's just F.
No, there's EF is like the
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah, that's they reclassified.
So like, yeah.
F5s plus F6s,
I'm out
yeah,
of
like,
date, my bad.
Yeah. But I think there might be like F5s that are just, or even F4s that are a mile wide.
Force? Nah, I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say, I
EF4s.
appreciate the switch, man.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. My bad. EF. Whatever. a 4. You know what I mean? I just say that. I don't think that. I mean, I think a mile wide is like isn't
That's
that?
a big ass fucking tornado. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
my-
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
2.2 is
2.2
that's nuts.
miles. Like,
yeah. Which is, I mean, in my mind, it's still crazy, but I thought like a mile was like, that was just like, oh man, that's a big ass tornado, but that's like a normal. All right. Not like do your thing, but I don't know. Maybe because I
it's
watched
like
the
it's like the spirit bomb, like coming across, like just taking out.
yeah, I'm not saying it's not
full,
doing
like,
damage. I'm not saying
2
that,
miles
but
of shit, just nothing in its path, just destruction.
I don't, because I be watching like the like the documentaries about the tornado, like the Joplin and all that. So like those tornadoes that they talk about, those are the big ones. So in my mind, that's a tornado. Like I know that there's smaller ones, but like that one is a mile wide. So okay, that's how they roll. So that 2.2 was like,
Yeah, they say the average size is 500 feet.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Way off, brother.
Yeah, so he said 2.2. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I'm
that's-
way off.
we
Oh,
taking
you were
out-
saying that was the average.
Yeah, I thought that was normal.
Oh.
Like I thought a mile wide tornado was like when them bitches touch down and fuck shit up. I thought that was like normal, just a mile wide. Okay, cool. Like I'm not saying okay, cool. Like it's okay, but I'm saying like that's normal. Like I got you.
That's fine. No big.
I'm not saying it that way, but that's what I feel like it. Because I feel like there's people that really went through. So like when I was in Alabama, people they took that shit serious. Like we got off work at like noon because a tornado was supposed to come in at 6 o'clock at night. That's how serious it is. Oh no, we shut everything down. Everything shut down.
Down here in Alabama, we ain't playing with no tornadoes.
Now, granted, when the sirens went off, I take I'm take my black ass to Popeyes, get a little chicken. The sirens go off. It's completely dark. That's when I realized, like, holy shit, that's when them shits are scary. But I still thought like a mile wide was normal behavior. But we'll jump right into it. The UFC fight. I don't know if we can play it. I don't know if we can.
No.
Even if we like drop the credits.
I don't know about that.
Like the PIP in it. I don't want to. But whatever.
Like cite your source type shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, you're watching it anyway. But ultimately, what do y'all think about it? Do y'all think it was a good no contest?
Which fight are you talking about? You know?
Oh, I'm sorry. Craig and it was a UFC card. Usman versus I forget the other guy's name, but the actual fight was Craig versus Bellato, and there was an illegal up kick performed. The opponent that he was fighting he had a knee on the ground, which caused it to be illegal to kick from that position.
You can't hit him.
You can't hit a downed opponent with the leg. Like
you can't hit him. You can't hit him in the face.
In the face.
You can
Okay.
kick him anywhere, but if you hit him on the face, the referee can deem that an illegal blow. So
Okay.
he can either stop the fight or take a point, or however he wants to do it.
And that ref chose to make it a no contest.
He chose to stop the fight because he believed that the guy was knocked out.
So that's what we'll talk about. As y'all just seen. First watching it, because me and King Dano watched it live. Originally, I thought, like, damn, that dude's fucked up. Like, the way he was backing off and everything like that, I thought it was crazy. Like, damn, that's crazy. But then when they played the replay, it was like,
A whole different story.
yikes, this is crazy.
Yeah, because you've seen that in fights before. People get knocked out,
For sure.
and they're not
Conscious
knocked
of
out
where they're
yet.
at.
They're still grappling, trying to protect themselves, still thinking they're in a fight, not knowing that you was just asleep. But when you hit that mat woke you back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and again, you've seen that in real life. You've seen that happen. But this guy, obviously was acting.
I've
Right.
never seen someone get knocked out, and as they're falling, they fall and look at the ref, and then they realize, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be knocked out.
Yeah, he fell and he
Like, he was staring at the ref, and then clearly just,
looked at the ref. That's what most fighters, he made the gesture like, did you see that? Are you going to call that?
Mm-hmm.
And then, as Corey said, then he felt like he was knocked out.
Yeah.
And then he hop up.
it was just like, when y'all showed it to me earlier, I thought at first, I was like, oh shit. Like, he must really be fucked up if he's like scrambling away
from the
trying to
ref
get to the fence, like trying to, kind of grapple the ref. I'm like, yo. But then as soon as they did the replay in like slow motion, I watched his face. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's just fake.
Yeah.
So,
It was all just acting.
This is the crazy part.
And then the kick missed.
Yeah, the kick missed, for sure.
I mean, so, okay, let's start there. That's a legal move, though, right?
It's an illegal movie.
Okay. So the kick, whether the kick landed enough to
No, it's not illegal. You're allowed to kick. You can't hit in the face.
So it shouldn't even been stopped, is
So
what y'all saying.
I'm just saying, well, the referee point of view and everybody else's point of view looked like he got hit in the face.
Yeah.
But on the replay, you can see that it just missed him.
So maybe the UFC, do y'all think do they have like a referee's timeout where he has the ability to, you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. So maybe they should impose that to stop, but that's not even a mega fight, right? It's not, that's
You're
not
stopping the fight
I was about to say, I think
I'm saying it's already at that point. The fight is in question due to this move.
But either way,
So
once
give me
once they stop the fight, there is no restarting it.
well, you kick me in the nuts. I get that
That's just the
however
rules.
minutes.
Yeah,
However
you get the
many
5
times.
minutes. Yep. And
Yeah,
if
so
you
that's
go-
what I'm saying. Give
if
the
you go
referee that
past-
time to look into that, and then say, okay, well, yeah, that's a miss. He missed that. This guy's faking.
have it like
So what's the punishment for him to
NFL.
fake it?
No, I don't think there should be a punishment for him because like that's selling the
It's
shit.
just like,
That's
all right,
that's the
get
same
up.
thing. That's the same thing as selling a foul. That's the same thing as selling a foul. That's how I look at that.
No.
It's crazy now, but same thing. Flopping in soccer, man. That's not the same thing. Y'all don't feel like that's the same thing?
Well, for
No,
one,
am I tripping?
I don't like either one,
Sure.
but that doesn't win you the game by flopping.
Yeah, you tripping.
The team still's got to win.
Is
But in this, that would win you the match by flopping, which
Or result in you not losing. There's a no contest instead of a loss.
but somebody performed something that was deemed illegal. We that move, that whatever the head, the boom that happened. I'm looking at that moment like easy win, right? As a person that's in that fight,
It's not easy win. It's a no contest.
I know, but I'm saying like that's the easy way out right there. So I'm gonna
Yes,
sell that
definitely
out,
easy.
especially if dude's kicking my ass.
If you're doing that in the UFC, that shit like.
I agree with you. I don't like it at all. I just think it's funny as hell
But
how
when you made the comparison to fouls in the NBA, like
he's selling it. That's what I said.
guys was, hey, grab my glove. They do that like easy stuff. You know what I'm saying? They oh, kick me in the nuts. I get it, but we not about to. I know he missed. Yeah, I know the ref can't see, and I know he missed, but I just.
See, that's the part. To me, that part
He
right
just played
there
dead.
is crazy,
Yeah, he just played that.
dude. Like he in his head, bro, you're conscious. You're not even fucked up.
he got possum blood in him, man. He's just naturally just.
Nah,
Yeah.
man. And then you trying to grab the ref's ankle. Like, what are you doing? Like when you play it back and know that dude is faking, like that's crazy
It looks
work, man.
ridiculous.
Like
It really-
crazy work. Look at this dude, man.
Context is so important.
Man, insane
It was
work.
the first time it all made sense, and the second time I was like, "This is fucking stupid." Like,
But then again,
Selling it. That's the only thing I can think of in my head. Like he's trying to
could have
sell
just
it.
been
Man.
knocked out.
And honestly, and was he winning? I don't
would
even
say there's
remember
no
the
chance.
fight. Was he winning that fight? He was losing that fight. Okay, cool. So, yeah, this is your easy way to, hey man, go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna use this opportunity to go back to the drawing board. We get a rematch. I might figure him out. Whatever. I don't know.
I know my contract states if I have one more loss, I'm possibility out. You feel me? Y'all seen him kick me in the head. Well,
I
already
like,
saw him get my ear. That shit moved.
and I think Dana White. I don't know. I would hope that.
Dana White don't fuck around.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That he's not gonna look at that shit and be like, "Hey, dude."
Good job.
Nah, like
He definitely addressed
You know
that.
he ain't gonna do that.
That's got addressed already.
you know what I mean. Like
I guarantee it.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sure.
been addressed.
I'm sure he said something about it already.
that shit's crazy, man. My boy is a wild cat, man. I've never been a fighter, so I don't know what it feels like to get repeatedly punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like are out smarted, out outplanned, whatever, outworked, whatever. I've never been in that situation, but I doubt that I'm gonna choose the route of like faking a knockout. Like that shit is crazy.
Some people fake injuries. Receivers drop a pass and
Yeah, I get that. You know what I'm saying? But
That's the same as that
you
fight.
act like you lost consciousness. That's like getting hit. A receiver like looking up for a foul and then just falling back down.
that's the only injury that can get me a timeout or something.
That shit is
I
crazy.
think, my leg after he just if I'm trying to sell this, I'm gonna do damn your leg hurt. You can fight with a broken leg.
That's crazy work, man. Since it's crazy work, OKC, I mean, they've been pretty much cutting up, right? Or they've been doing what's expected.
as of now, it's a 3-2 series. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's not. It's definitely not as expected. A lot of people had.
I'm saying when the series started.
No, as when the series
I-
started, a
you
lot of
don't
people
think-
had the Thunder
Yeah.
smoking the Pacers.
Either 4-1, like 4-2.
Hey, okay.
They had them like smoking them,
Okay.
and then now it's.
I mean, it's
I
a,
think
it's, it's
the
a series.
I
It's
think
a
the
series.
injury is going to really fuck over the Pacers.
Of course, and it sucks that your star player gets hurt, especially for any team. You always want to see teams compete with their best players,
right.
but
For sure.
if it's any team that show to me that can get through this, it's the Pacers.
So
Because Halliburton he's not like Shea. He has to get 35.
Mm.
Halliburton come in and get 12 or 17. So you're not trying to, put somebody in there to try to get 30. A lot of people can hit the numbers that he has. We just got to scheme it up a different way.
Yeah.
okay.
Because McConnell been balling.
Yeah. Siakam, he went off.
See how
Bro, he had.
Naismith.
I think he had played for like 27 minutes or something like that. He had 20 points.
Yeah. He's
Like,
cooking.
yeah, he was going crazy.
And Siakam can win you a game.
Yeah, see, so that was my next thing. Based off the series right now, do y'all think that they're gonna close them out?
I don't think so.
So it's gonna go to Game 7?
No.
And so now, is this play wise, or are you just, or is this like the selling of the tickets, so to speak?
No, I think that Pacers are playing at home, so
Sure.
they're expected to make the shots. I think the Thunder, being young, they can go in there and it can get real quick. It could be 17 points because just they're at home, they're comfortable, they're hitting their shots. We got another game.
See, so oh yeah. See, and that's one of the things that Kenyon Martin was talking about was that lax ass behavior, like where, like man, we made it to the conference finals. I ain't tripping. We lost. I ain't tripping.
Or the fact that we got 2 games to win 1, and these dudes they going overboard right now.
Yeah,
So we'll see our next game.
shit crazy. See, even like that thought process is like, yeah, y'all thing, man. I ain't doing no tripping, man.
Yeah,
Like, I'll be back home. We're gonna cut up, and then celebration wise, like, I'm assuming it would be funner to party, like to win, and your house is like 30 minutes away instead of you got to fly. But they're millionaires, so maybe it's totally different too for them.
No, I'm sure it's better to finish the series at home, but at the same time, I'm not about to throw a game just so I can possibly finish it at home.
Oh shit! No, we
You know what I
party
mean?
there
Right?
because I brought everybody who I cared about anyway. They here. We about to party, turn up, and I can go home and go to sleep. We got something set up for them 2 days later. But if you go home, you got to deal with all that shit popping off in the city.
I think
Yeah,
that they
sure.
shutting it off. I think shutting it off. I think they're closing them out.
You
Game
think
6,
they
yeah.
win game 6.
I do too. I do too. I mean, I definitely see the Pacers. They definitely have a chance. I'm not saying it's like guarantee or anything, but
Miles Turner's gonna find the run.
Yeah, I mean, these ain't just trash teams. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't a trash team that they're up against, but they damn sure OKC make it seem like it's easy for them, and maybe because they're younger.
so for those games they lost.
I mean, yeah, the games that they lost, but I'm saying like just in traditional, like when they're playing, like it seems like it's easy for them in certain aspects, and it's like, okay,
They have spurts for sure.
where it
Like they have spurts to where you can see like, oh, that's a really great team, but they don't play like that the whole time.
no, I don't think who would probably be the closest. I ain't even gonna go to
Like
that,
we can
but
go, yeah, but like the big
has to be
three,
the Spurs somewhere.
all your great teams can play at that high level consistently.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, it just looked different. Like seeing them, they have spurts, but they get lax. I know something's not clicking, whatever. But a lot of the games have been close, or they've been blowouts and then comebacks. Either way, it's been a game for most of it until the end when somebody's like the Thunder, like, oh, well, we know how to play this basketball game and go off.
Rocky said, "Let me in."
But I mean, 6, 7. I like to see it go 7 because this has been a good series.
What up, Rocky?
No. Go lay down. I would like to go. The 7 would be cool too. But I think the Thunder close them out just off the basketball that they playing. But ultimately, the Lakers. That's what I would have wanted to see. But
the Lakers just sold for $10 billion.
Yeah.
That dude, whoever you said is a dude who owns the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Two of some of the biggest. That's nuts. Man got a little bit of money.
Few dollars. He got a few dollars in his pocket.
A little bit. Well, a few dollars less now.
You know what I mean? And that's what. So $10 billion. Do you think that they're? Here you go. Here. Now, granted, I know that there is shit that got to be signed off and done. Blah 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 blah. But do you think that transaction goes through like a debit? Not debit to our. I'm just saying the equivalent to what we would.
I think
we
once
would
it
consider.
goes through, I think once they sign, it's like okay,
That money goes in there.
$10 billion shifts to the Bus family.
So they're gonna have $10 billion.
Yep.
Dollars.
Like just like that. It's gonna be. You'll be looking at it. You might have 40 laptops open because you got 40 different accounts. Or you got somebody monitoring. It's there.
$10 billion.
Yeah, it's there. All right, thank you.
That shit is, to have that much money to play with is crazy.
And did they pay taxes on that?
I don't know, and that's what I say. Like I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's not $10 billion cash. Like $10 billion.
That's a good question.
I would assume it's like $600 million cash. 300 or whatever numbers it breaks down to.
Yeah.
Like maybe 5 or 6 million, 6 billion. That's I'm saying whatever, man. That's just a crazy amount of money. And the family that what you say the Bus.
Junior.
Bus. Hey man, ultimate win, right?
I wonder how much they bought it for. What was it worth when they bought it?
67 and a half.
Well, I think it was like one.
What?
I don't even think it was $1 billion when they bought it. When they bought the Lakers.
No, it was 67.5 million.
Okay.
And
Jeez.
the Bus, yeah, they bought that
Christ.
a
Made a little bit of money
long
on it.
time ago.
Made a little bit of money on it.
Ooh wee. Like come with it.
That's nuts.
Come on with it, man. Hey, so current events. There's a lot of stuff going on in America, in the world. I got a friend, a guy that was like urging me to go to.
They do pay taxes.
What on those deals?
Mm-hmm.
That's like first
I
of all,
fucked the bag up right there a little bit.
it's not really.
It's still a benefit.
Who pays it though? The receiver, or are they paying on both ends? Because if that's
People who sold it said
Oh, you're talking like almost $4 billion in taxes.
in California.
In California, it's so more.
You feel me? This is
California is like
yes.
That's what I'm saying. Middleman just getting paid.
It says when a sports team franchise is sold, the owner typically pays taxes on the profit generated for the sale, also known as capital gains.
oh, that's one of the worst taxes.
Jesus. I was living in Texas. Doesn't matter. But
I just heard the bag, but I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah.
But
That shit. Dude.
our current events. What I'm saying was, I have a friend, Corey,
That's me.
who was actually. He asked me if I wanted to go view some protest out in Austin. Told him no, and then I watched it and I should have came.
Should have came,
Just
man.
go view, just people watch.
For the most part,
That and then to see everything. I mean, I've never personally I don't think I've ever been to like a real protest. I'm not. I would rather. For me, it's not really nothing I would want to go view. But when I looked at it from not necessarily a journalistic, but from a talking point, I was like, damn, I should have went. Because it changes your perspective, not necessarily on what I view or anything like that, but it gives me a little bit more to talk about. I might have seen something that was funny as hell, didn't make sense, just experiences. But
what was the reason for going? I'm just still lost. I get your part. You say journalistic standpoint, but thought you go to protest to participate, or you just letting people protest and you just chill at home?
Ideally, if you're not participating in a protest,
you mind business, right?
Yeah, you move around, you go. But this is the problem that people have with protest is sometimes your protest impedes my day-to-day activities. So now that's an issue. Because what you feel like is more important than what I need to do, which is cool.
But that's not new. If you see a funeral line coming, you're going to stop and let it go. Yes, you can choose not to.
You definitely can.
But you're just going to stop and let, it ain't that big of a deal. I know what's going on. Okay, I'm paying my respect.
Yeah, but, okay, but... No, because that's going to lead into this whole thing. But you went. What was your experience like when you went? Was it exactly what I thought?
No, I mean, I didn't really necessarily think anything was going to be crazy.
What did you go for? Why did you want to go?
So kind of similar to you, like I've never been to a protest. I thought it'd be interesting to go to a protest, see what's going on, see if anything crazy happens. And I mean, there wasn't any like particular reason. It's just why not?
Yeah.
No, I get it. Trust me, it's funny to me. You do the same. Like I personally just.
I mean, I would never go to a protest unless to me, either you're with or you're against. That's how I look at protests. So, like, in our day and age, we have, even back in the day, like, when you go way, way back in the day, 60s and shit, 50s, right? The protest, there was a with, against, and then there was, like, a middle ground.
When people stayed home.
No, the middle ground usually is going to be the media. That's usually all you get. The people that stayed home, that's how you got that information, was from the media.
Yeah.
So that middle ground that you got videotaping both sides, whether they are pro whatever, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is how you're getting that information. So that's staying at home. But in our day and age, you have real life people that are going to observe everything. This goes from protests, fights in the street, what draws somebody wearing, she showing her ass on what everybody's gonna view and watch. So I don't feel like there's anything wrong with viewing and watching. What I do have a problem with is no, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying like because I'm explaining my thought process because I think that protests are you either for or against. But I understand the day and age that we live in, so people are gonna watch. I don't like people that watch and throw rocks from you. You're not in the fight, but you want to be the person on the outside. You're not over here defending anything on either side. Like whether you're black or I don't care whatever's going on. You're not defending anything. You're just standing there from the outside. Get out of here.
Yeah, that means you're against.
Against or whatever, but you're not in the fight. You're not there. You're not out there with those people either for or against whatever. You want to play the outskirts. Like motherfuckers that sit online and talk shit. But then you walk day to day with these people and they don't say anything about it. That's that type of behavior is what I have an issue with. Now, granted, I'm not saying you did that. I'm not saying, I feel like if I would go, that's all I am, is a guy that's just spectating. What are you here for? I have no reason to be in Austin. None, literally none at all. So in my mind, I'm only here to view what's going on. Respectfully, I have nothing to do with what's going on. Whatever y'all protesting right now, I have nothing to do with. That's why I couldn't go. And then partially,
that was me though. Like a lot of this shit I didn't even agree with, but I know it's not my place to go sit here and try and antagonize people or be like, oh, I don't agree with it. So for me, it was just like, hey, let's go look at all the different signs, listen to some of the people talking, kind of feel the vibe, and then like, so at first they had us all not stuck, but had us all in the Capitol area, like Capitol grounds.
Who was they? The police.
And so then like at 8:00 when
so you're at you gotta explain. So I've never been. So like when you say, is there like a rally point?
We parked it was at the Capitol.
So everybody meets here, and then
there was. I think
so. You're with the protest.
It looked like 3,000-4,000 people.
You're with the protest.
There was a huge group. Like I'll show y'all pictures and maybe we can post them or whatever. But like there was tons of people. We're just basically walking around like.
But I'm saying when you say we, you're with the protest. You're.
I mean, I was with two other people.
Or were you with the commoners? Police just know them because they know this is the rally.
No, I was in with everyone. Like,
okay, that's crazy.
That's what we're asking.
I never that's
why?
What?
Why is that crazy?
I've never been to a protest, so like you're with the people, you're with the shits. Which again, I don't even know what the protest was for.
It was the No King's Day protest, but it basically just mostly regarding the ICE deportations and things like that.
Yeah.
But it started in the Capitol, and then at 8:00 when the Capitol closed, they like opened up the streets, and then like they like marched all the way down Congress, and then they like looped us around in like a P shape, and then we all centered in this giant area, and then we just kind of like, all right, let's go grab something to drink. Went to a rooftop bar, and then we got something to drink, and then like half hour later, we were back down there. Everyone's gone. Oh, like the amount of police there though. Bro, it was crazy. We were taking one of the turns. There's police that are all lined up there so we can turn. And this lady's just screaming at every single officer, "Fuck you, you piece of shit!" I don't know exactly what. Like she had more than just curse words thrown out. Like she was telling them like a story type shit. But yeah, she was just one by one, just fuck you, blah blah blah. Telling you did this, and this, and I know that y'all do this, and this. And Mr. Officer, this, I know that you are guilty of doing this, and this, and fuck you because of this. Just like, oh,
Jesus. She might have had her facts together.
This lady
remembered it all,
right?
So I mean, for me,
it was an interesting experience. It really was.
Let me ask, do you think that's weird that she was doing that?
I don't think it's weird.
Okay.
I think, like, I didn't know it was like that. I thought it was like mother was going to a park or some shit and just chilling. It's like, no, this or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I thought. Because when I think about what's going on in LA, that's where, for me, it's
a whole different type of environment.
But that's what I think of protest. You see what I'm saying? Like that, in my mind, that's what I think about as a protest. There's a for and against side. Hey man, it's to the point where we gotta meet. We gotta get in the streets. We gotta draw a line in the sand. Y'all can't do this. Y'all need to stop right there. This you can't do this. This is where the line is drawn, and I'm standing on that, and you standing on that, but not you. I'm saying the opposing side standing on whatever, right? So that's what in my mind. That's what I thought a protest was. So when you saying, hey man, we're just gonna go walk around the streets and watch some people? Okay, cool. Bad part is probably can't have a beer or two, but whatever. The LA shit. Well, it's the ICE.
But why can't these people just protest? Why can't they just?
What do you mean, just protest?
Why just can't go do they route and then everybody go about their day?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Austin did. I thought it was beautiful.
That's what he said.
Like, it was
Yeah, but we
wonderful.
talking about LA.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So LA is fighting. Motherfuckers are getting snatched up. We've been hearing it all around the country. Chicago, motherfuckers getting pulled up. All these motherfuckers running. All these pulling up to graduations, job sites. You know, it's a lot of shit going on. That's what the whole LA shit, originally started was y'all ain't about to be just snatching people up.
And we're going to protest that.
Which
they should have a right to do. They shouldn't be met with. It's not like these are all illegal immigrants going out and marching. These are people who probably, most of them are U.S. citizens, just.
So, I mean, yeah. What do y'all think about that? Let's just say that. The ICE shit, how they're handling this situation, going around getting people in these ways that might be considered. So there's two sides. There's the police side, which is I'm given a task to do. I need to do my task the best way I can do it. And the best way I can do it is find you. And this is where I can find you at. Because ideally, you're associated with this. This goes with that. That goes with this. So when these three things align, you're going to be there. I'm going to be there. That's the difference, right? The bad side is, this is my son's fucking graduation. You know what I mean? That's the bad side.
There's definitely some gruesome examples.
I gotta pay for the barbecue at the graduation. It's my job.
I don't get that. No.
Well, it's my son's graduation, but this is me being in this agency. It's got us paid and got you able to go through all this. I have to still put food on the table. The graduation party, so I don't care if he's at a graduation.
That's what I said.
Bathroom, yeah. So that was my analogy.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's a police force. So there's a side of it where as a police, you have to utilize what you have to utilize to find this person, right? I know who you are. I just can't find you. But if these three things align, then I find you. So that's where that is. The caveat to that is we got a guy on the back end where I've been in hiding or whatever I've been doing. And any other time I'm in the streets, you just don't get me. But this one time where I'm so vulnerable, you come and get me. So again, egregious. And these are the cases that's out there. There's two sides to the fence. Do y'all agree with how ICE is handling going around getting these people out of the country? We can talk about the mistakes and all that too.
If they meet the criteria, like you said meet this, then I believe that they can go get them. That's like serving a warrant.
Yeah. So for you, tactic wise, it doesn't even matter.
If this is the best thing that works, and this is what we went through, all the process and everything.
Yeah, this person, we're getting.
Then
this is not a mistake.
Yeah, I don't get that. You shit. That's the opportunity to get you. We come to get the safest way, because as an officer or whoever, even soldiers, we want to make sure we go in and we all come back out. So we can get you at your most vulnerable moment. Then, it'll make a difference.
What do you think?
I'm sorry, what?
Their tactics. Do you think that? Do you agree with ICE tactics? How they're getting people, when they're getting people?
I mean, okay, sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second. Like I said, sometimes I think they're a little extreme. But like bro said, you kind of gotta go with what you're given, and then you have certain like sanctuary cities where they're not allowed to communicate with ICE. So when someone goes to jail who is a legal immigrant, ICE will be like, hey, when this guy gets out, let us know. We'll come pick him up. It's a detainer or whatever. And then the city just says, yeah, okay. And they don't ever let ICE know, and then they let the guy go. And so from a standpoint, a lot of these people, ICE is almost forced to go into the communities, which is the big issue, is like, ICE keeps going into the communities in these sanctuary cities, because it happened in Massachusetts as well, in Philadelphia, Chicago, LA is the big one, of course. But these are all sanctuary cities where they don't communicate. They're not allowed to communicate with ICE and federal agents on that. So they end up letting these people back onto the street instead of having them deported. So ICE is like, well, we got to go figure out how to get them ourselves. And so I feel like if they really wanted them not to be in the communities, there would be a little bit more cooperation between the two. But
apparently they're sanctuary city, then they want them. They don't mind their community.
But I'm saying, do you agree with their tactics? You think their tactics, how they get people, when they get people, is cool?
I wouldn't say it's cool, but I feel like it's kind of what they're almost forced to do.
I agree. So there's an understanding of a tactic. I have to utilize certain things because of if I go at you with a certain route, that puts all of us at risk. My men, my people, we're all at risk. But if I can eliminate all of that and get you here, the media is going to turn into something crazy, but I'm doing my job, right? We can all agree with that, right? Mm-hmm. So then the other part is the you're not supposed to be here. Right?
Yeah.
That's another part of it. They deem you, for whatever reason, they deem you wrong paperwork, your green card expired, whatever it is, you're not supposed to be here. And you're here. So they have the right to get you out, right? Right? Or am I tripping?
You would think so. A lot of people do not believe that.
Well, if you didn't have the process or whatever, and they come get you, then yeah, then you gotta, I guess, go back and restart the process. But I'm with you, like these rules.
And that restarting of the process due to your expiration, expired, whatever, you have to be outside of our.
Oh, you can't be in the country.
Yeah, you got to be out of here.
They're gonna kick you out.
If
you can reapply for
but see what I'm saying? But that sounds crazy. To say kick you out. You have to be out to apply.
But you could. It could be. It's zero tolerance right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So before maybe it's a possibility that, hey, I applied for this, or I forgot about this. Can I hit it? Is there a grace time for when my visa runs out or stuff like this? Or what happens if I put it in and y'all don't get to it? Maybe there was more leeway. Okay, yeah, you're within 15 days, so we can go ahead and process it. Now it's like at 12:01 the next day.
I think it's always been that way.
I don't know.
I think it's always been set in stone, white and black paperwork saying this is how it goes. Mm-hmm. And now these certain things are being I think it's always been that way.
I think there has been leeways.
I think that,
for instance, the rule is at this time when it's over, it's over. You got to do this, this, and this. Steps. But I think that in some points, I don't care whose side of it, I think that at some points, like, they can call in and be like, well, like I said, I think they added a grace period.
So,
like, they were more lax on it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of now, like, hey, your time's up. But maybe somebody pull up the house and they see it's a 78-year-old woman who's been doing right and paying, doing all this. But this says we have to go. Well, we looked at her. We can give her, ma'am, you got to get this done.
That's what there should be certain criteria. Like if you've been here X amount of years and you're not, you're paying taxes,
Mm-hmm.
you're not, committing crimes and things like that, then we should be like, okay, you're already here. You're a net positive to our country. You're the type of people that we want in the country. So let's work on a path to citizenship for you. Versus, the people who are, murderers or thieves or things like that. Like we were supposed to go after the criminals. Now, granted, a lot of people say, oh, well, they're all criminals technically, but of course, the perception is the ones who are murderers and rapists and all the other things that they say they are. That's who we're supposed to be going after. But sometimes, at least from what I understand, they'll go after, let's say, this guy who they know committed a burglary or whatever. But when they go to where he's working,
I see 7 other people.
there's 7 other people,
Yep.
and they
Get
go
them
ahead
all.
and grab them all.
Yep.
And that's why so many of the people aren't criminals that are getting
Mhm.
rounded up. I think it's like 60%
Yeah,
have no criminal record,
they just round.
but they were at the wrong spot at the wrong time.
Are they undocumented?
Yeah.
So the criminal record may not be an issue at all. You're undocumented. I don't
Except
know.
for the people who got sent out that shouldn't.
So, and that's what y'all. We're to me, like King Dano made a point that was exactly what the whole thing is, which is, hey man, there's a process,
Mhm.
and due process.
Mhm.
That's why we're doing certain things. We've been laxed, right? You know what I mean? We've been
Well,
on paper. I'm not giving you leeway, but I've been giving you 90 days, motherfucker. Chill. I know where you at. Go do what you're supposed to do.
That's any job. You got a new boss that come in and say, we about to clean all this up. Like
Yeah.
the boss you've been cool with for the last 4 years. He didn't mind if I took an extra quick smoke break. Now we got a new boss come in.
That's a
And
problem.
cracking. So,
And ain't no extra smoke break.
so, the tactics, we can all say that the tactics is cool.
That's the other thing that. Hold on, real quick. That's the other thing that they get mad about for the protest, as the the no due process. Not giving them a chance to go to court and things like that.
You already
That's
violated
just
the
because I
law.
heard you say due process, so I just said.
But you already, again, you already violated. You already violated.
Well, hold
In paper, it is written that this is what's supposed to happen.
But what
You
they're
already
saying,
violated.
but I think a lot of I thought the issue was what you were saying is like you just rounded a group of people because we all look this way. So you just rounding us all up, and then I get way the fuck over here to prove that yes, I actually am a citizen and I can't get back over.
So again, now,
So I don't care if it's 1%.
but let
those
me
people,
put this
and
out
that's
there.
wrong.
I'm always for the right thing. I'm about to talk some shit. Just fair warning. I'm just talking shit. But why your motherfucking ass didn't produce documentation when we're there to prove that you're a citizen? That's all you have to do. We will leave you alone.
Because I've been out working in the field and I keep my wall in the truck. And
So
y'all
go get it.
Y'all not trying to hear shit.
Go
Y'all
get
knew
it.
that
I guarantee you, if
No,
you produce
we
this
talk about the tactics, bro.
you produce this
They-
paperwork, we're
There is
gonna
know that. We
man,
know
come
that
on,
this
man.
is the best time to get you and I can get my team out safe. These papers.
Yeah,
says
we're
that
going to get you at work.
it's-
You ain't got no weapons
it's
on you.
7
Everybody's
people
on
here.
top of a roof. I get it. We
It's
get
7
you.
people here. We rounding y'all up, getting in the van, and going to scratch your name off the list. Because we got
So if your
10
name's
more
on the
groups.
list, that means you're in violation. If you're in violation,
or in question.
get out.
Or in question. And we ask questions.
You
Boss
can't.
man said we ask questions.
The question that we're going to ask
Boss man
is
said we
produce
ask no questions.
citizenship.
And if you can't at that time, you're getting the
Why
back
you
of the
can't
wagon.
produce it? Can you produce
I
citizenship
just-
right now?
My wallet's in the car.
Oh,
So go get it.
And taken out.
Too easy. I can walk. I got an agent that will walk
Hold
you out there and
See,
go
but-
get it. Go get it.
I will say some of them agents ain't trying to hear
That's
shit.
the reason why I keep
So-
mine on me at all times.
I will say
You
some
see what I'm saying? But
because I've watched video, and I don't mean like, oh, you just see like a snippet, like videos of like them pulling over from beginning to end. Like, motherfuckers ain't trying to hear nothing.
Because they already know.
they don't know.
I'm not saying that
They don't know, bro. They just ran. That's what the whole thing
there's
is.
been mistakes,
They're
and
just-
that's what the issue
Yes,
is.
if they're not 100%, then there's
So
needs to be mistakes
again,
made.
this is my. And again, I'm
Make
just
it happen.
talking shit, man.
Okay.
I'm just talking
Yeah,
shit. Like I'm
make it
respectful.
I'm trying to get there.
I'm just talking shit.
Yeah.
Show me who you are. See, what I think is a lot of times people want to ride that line. Like, you know who I am. You don't. I look like one of them, and I can act like them too. Meaning that I can act like I'm an illegal because I can ride this thin line because I wear the. You know what I mean?
Bro, Fun with Dick and Jane. Prime example.
Come on, man.
They
But
put them all in there and they rounded them up.
round them up.
Jim Carrey's working with it. He dropped his wallet. Remember, he got fucked.
So he got to look like he got chewed.
So he couldn't produce identification.
But
The other
again,
guy could. So now I'm a citizen of this country, paying my taxes, whatever I'm supposed to do. You ship me up. That right there makes everything wrong. If you get one.
See, now that. Okay. Like,
you get 10
I don't, but see, like, for me personally, this is, again, because I have no dog, no teeth in no dog in the fight, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm respectfully, I'm not illegal. I'm not, there's nothing that I'm not, that immigration is not an issue for me. You know what I'm saying? That's not a problem for me to be like, oh man, you're what? Motherfucker, you crazy as heck, but whatever. So that's not my issue. So when I say this, I'm saying respectfully, I would assume that these guys that are going out, that they're following the law, and the law writes that these things can happen. So they're not getting people. I don't think. Again, I'm just talking shit. I don't think that they're rounding Mexican. Oh, you look, come here. I don't think that's what's going on. I think that they know there's a group of people that's undocumented here. So we go here, we're getting them people.
But they're not checking.
I'm not checking.
It's just intel that says, hey, we know we got.
So you can't tell me that there's.
Come on,
you can't tell me that there's Americans, Mexican, whatever, Philippine, whatever you are, ethnicity, whatever you look like, you can't tell me that there's people that they're just snatching up.
Yes, and let me get to my point. You said
and you're an American and you can't. I was born here and you just gonna take me away?
Yeah. That's what the
ship me somewhere that I'm not even from.
That's what the protest is about.
And then I gotta fight to get back in.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. That's crazy, right? That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm trying to break down. Is that's crazy. So the fight that's being fought for me, like when I think about it, this can't be happening. I'm not in the fight. For me, I don't have no dog in the fight or whatever. So for me, that sounds crazy to say that the people are going around getting a group of people, grabbing, for whatever reason, y'all look alike, whatever, and y'all are Americans and kicking them out. That's crazy to me.
How's that? That's the same concept as we just all hanging out in the corner and they just come line us all up.
I don't know how many fully got kicked out. I know there's been some examples. But at the same time, they've been like in the jail or whatever for like a couple days or whatever. Like people don't know where they are for multiple days. Like this one sergeant, his wife now, granted, she did screw up. She didn't get her paperwork done or something like that. So they ended up taking her, but he didn't know where she was for like 3 days. Wife just gone. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And again,
most
so she finally could call.
You get locked up and they take your cell phone away, or you made your one phone call, nobody get picked up. It's Friday, you can't even get out till Monday. So for 3 days, you're like, where?
But I'm saying that's crazy. If motherfuckers is not following procedures, because that's what it sounds like what's going on, is that there's a violation.
I think at the time they're more worried about just getting them in and going, and they'll verify identity later.
So is that not a problem? That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
But that's taxes that's taxes they use, bro. This city up here,
they're already pretty sure who they're getting.
This city up here put out a memo and said these 2 cars are the cars we're pulling over.
But there's a reasoning behind it.
There's a reasoning behind going around all these people up.
Yeah,
because they believe this.
So
I'm an everyday citizen who just so happens to like this Mazda Z.
Yeah.
The police came out and said, if you got a Mazda Z, we pulling you over.
But there's a reasoning behind that. We're
We believe all we're looking for.
Yeah.
But we're stopping you, we're getting you.
Again,
come on in.
I have no dog in this fight.
Yeah.
This issue at hand for me isn't an issue in my everyday life.
Yeah,
or nothing
I'm with
like
you.
that.
Yeah.
So when I'm saying all this, I'm just talking shit.
We got it. But you keep saying there's a reason for it. And
because the way shit is written, if we're going by the books, the way shit is written, there's a reasoning on why these cops, these ICE agents, these people are showing up where they're showing up. And based off of my knowledge of what we should be doing, you can't tell me that they're just rounding up people, grabbing a group of people, and taking them somewhere and saying, we'll identify you later. If you are an American citizen at that point in time, you should be able to identify yourself.
I don't think that happens every single time ICE does, but I'm just saying, out of all the different ICE agents, yeah, I'm sure that's happened where they're like, no, fuck this. We know who we got.
Yeah, you act like you can.
We'll identify later. We're getting you out of here.
There's no, if you don't have no identification card on you, then you're getting thrown away. Period.
You can't tell me it's in the truck. Okay, cool. See, now this is...
Think about if every person told you that, and you let every person go to the truck.
I'm not letting you go nowhere. I'm walking with you.
Okay, walk with you or not. Either way, we got 20 of y'all. And this guy needs to go to the truck and identify himself.
No, he wants to go to his
many
truck.
people. Yeah. So now...
So the roundup is real.
Yeah.
I think...
Again, I don't have any dog in the fight. I'm just talking shit. I don't.
That's right, wrong, wrong. Right?
That's my agreement on everything. I feel like if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. So ideally, if you are here and you're supposed to have did some paperwork to keep you here, and essentially you're wrong.
I mean, don't forget, ICE pretty much has a quota. Like they're definitely looking for arrests.
I mean, based on that's the numbers thing.
I get that. Like if you have all your paperwork or you miss your paperwork, I'm fine with that. But if you go in and you just get you're taking them wherever. But if you got 100 people on that plane, you say, hey, we're going to drop off here. I don't care if it's just one person on that plane who told you they're an American citizen, they tell you can do this, and you didn't give them an opportunity to prove. Now they're lost, gone over there.
I'm glad you said that right there, because now that's probably the issue that I have with everything. I think there needs to be a better process, and I've said this on other podcasts. I think we need to implement a better process in when it comes to vetting, getting people into the country, because
we talked about that before. Yeah,
you can't tell me that what's going on with the people that is going on too, like they don't have no type of protection. Like, bro, you're snatching somebody. We don't understand.
Hold on, I that part keep going. Like this is not new.
I know it's not, but I'm saying like for the person, you never been snatched. You've never been home. And then somebody snatched your ass up and you're gone. Motherfucker ain't never kicked my dough in and snatched me and my dad and get out of here.
Yeah, but I've seen it before.
I've seen it before. I don't know that feeling, that vibe. So that's what I'm saying. Like that particular point is if I'm doing everything right, I do my paperwork and y'all don't get back with me until afterwards, after I'm violated. Now I'm in the wrong. I'm just supposed to pick up and leave and fucking go? Leave my family? Leave everything that I fought for? Leave everything that I'm here for this? Like, I'm just supposed to leave and go? So now I'm a criminal because y'all didn't process my paperwork? So we need we can hire IRS tax motherfuckers to take the phone calls.
No, but we got to cut on government spending. We got to move it somewhere else. And right now,
that's what I'm saying. But they can implement. I know, but that's my dog. That's my teeth.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
10 operators accepting calls instead of just that one for this, for this regional or wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Just give more resources to it. But
and it's not going and that's going to stimulate the American economy, right? Because people get jobs now. Now you could outsource it. Right.
Or it's like, well, what I need to give up. If I take away from the military and give to this, then people are going to believe that I'm not an American and my numbers are going to be low.
That shit's crazy.
You have to think about it. If I took away from military spending and put it into immigration reform as a president, you can kill on both sides.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can kill it on both sides.
For sure.
Except for the small percent of people. And think about it, if I just did it on a whim too, like I didn't even say that when I was running.
Yeah. I mean,
I pinned that thing. Bam.
I'll say this. There's processes that can be done better to help. What's going on in LA? I pray to God don't happen anywhere else. Man, that shit's crazy.
That part that get to me is who causes the I know we're trying to get, but that's when it gets to you. Like I think the bystanders too. It's like, but who caused the issues? Like the protesters know we're going to do this. The cops know we're going to go this way. Who's causing the issue? Like we already had an agreement. Like, hey, we're just going to say whatever it is. We got a permit. We did everything right. Boom. We're going to go here. We got it.
Okay. Well,
so who's causing the issue?
I don't. First of all,
in LA, it was definitely the people protesting, throwing rocks at police cars and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're associating them with ICE agents.
Yeah. Well, you definitely have
a police force.
You definitely have agitators, but I mean, from the jump, like, I mean, I don't know if y'all seen those videos of cops like going under the underpass and they're dropping rocks that are like this big.
Yeah.
From the overpass on top of the windshield, like, bro, that's attempted murder. Throwing Molotov cocktails at police officers, driving motorcycles into police officers, all kinds of shit.
Again, but you're talking about people that are associating a law enforcement. If security guards would have drove by with the wrong right type of car at that moment, that shit would happen to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a group of people that are associating ICE and what's going on with them with everything.
But see, to me, like that's when it's not a protest no more.
Exactly.
Like what happened in Austin? That was a beautiful protest. I didn't agree with anything. I didn't agree with everything, but I shut my mouth because it's not my place, and enjoy the environment. Because to me, like, I'm not so wound up in my views that I'm like, I know some people are like, oh, I couldn't be there, like that would bother me too much, and I'm like, why? Like, well, I just don't agree with anything. It's like, I didn't agree with a lot of stuff I saw, but it doesn't anger me that other people think this way.
But again, we don't. So to be in LA as a Mexican and a construction worker, a legal born citizen, knowing goddamn well at any point in time these motherfuckers that's in the city could just pull up, take you, run you going somewhere because you fit the description. That's a problem, right? That's something to protest. So I'm not saying they don't have
agree with that.
And again, that's what I'm saying. I'm breaking down. I don't. What's going on? The shit that happened, the smashing of the cops and all that. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? I don't agree with it at all.
I don't think most people would.
But there's a lot of people that don't feel that probably are on the opposing side of that too. I don't agree with it. There's ways to handle things, right? But that way, and the people that you're directing this towards, I don't agree with it.
Okay, let me ask a question because it sounds like in the LA things, is it like confirmed that it was the protesters who started attacking cops first, or?
I don't give a personally. To me, I don't know. I would say
that out there makes a difference.
They definitely spin it into where it is the protesters.
Because the video I seen, like the lady was just, she was reporting the news and got hit up with rubber bullets. She wasn't attacking nobody. It wasn't even like popping off. It was just chilling and then bah, bah, bah. She was the first one to get hit. So that right there, one trigger. Now everybody take a shot. So you just gonna stand there and get shot? Or you just peacefully protesting? They just start shooting. We gonna walk away? Like I don't know. It's just.
I agree with you, and I'll say this. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I know the videos I saw from Friday where it's like you see the ICE agents, one or they're like flying down this road, and people were just on the side of the road just chunking rocks as they're flying by. And then the other ones were from like the overpass.
Yeah.
That was like the first day. Like that's another thing that bothered me, that people was like, oh, Trump incited this by bringing the National Guard in. It's like it was already pretty pissed before that happened. Like National Guard's not policing anyone; they're just protecting the buildings. Really see what the issue is, but
yeah, let me ask you a question.
But
You
see,
said when you were at the protest, and I'm just saying this how fast things can escalate. Let's say the lady you said had a person hit one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say one of the officers snapped.
You don't think everybody? Yeah.
Simple. Spit, a smack, a push.
But see,
Then that right there breaks it.
who's wrong at that point?
Yeah.
Anybody committing a crime.
But the cop pops it off.
Again, I have no dog in the fight, whatever. There's laws written.
Yeah.
So if you violate these written laws,
mm-hmm.
I have the right as a police officer to arrest you.
But if you didn't break no law and I lose my cool,
then I'm wrong. Still, the law was broken. A rule was broken.
But guess what?
He's wrong.
But guess what?
That's where it's up
Guess
to
what?
his other fellow officers to keep him in line.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Right is right, wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter.
That whole line, like, even see, now I gotta play the other side.
You can. I like doing that because you can
right.
run, but the right is right and wrong is wrong. We all know that.
So this guy fucks up, and then I go to confront said guy, but his fuck up. It's not even right for me to go confront him because now my safety is immediately in jeopardy because one guy fucked up.
Yeah. So now it turns into camaraderie.
So this person was already here. He fucked up. I'm looking at faces, and now we all fucked up. Yeah. So now it's camaraderie. So,
camaraderie, yeah, because now I protect my fellow officers.
Yeah. So now we got all blown out. Like we ain't about to stop
again
because now we all just fucked up.
Right is right, wrong is
so
wrong.
So all of them got to go down.
Right is right, wrong is wrong.
I'm gonna call in the middle.
There's a moment in time, it doesn't matter what's going on in my mind. Even at protest, there's a moment in time with the people around.
Mm-hmm.
They know, you can stop this, or it's gonna fucking turn up. It's what you do with it. Now, there's like the beautiful part about life is those people.
Yeah,
like. You never know when you're selected to be that person. But when you're in that person and you're in that moment, it's pivotal. You could turn this shit up, or you can turn this shit down.
That's why I've been keeping that.
So when that cop walks, no, it was blah, blah, blah. So boom, you could turn this shit up. Or you could be like, hey, no, they right, she was wrong. And you can turn that shit down. But in those moments,
yeah, that's that art class right there. You need to turn shit up.
Turn it up. I just back up.
There's people that back up, and then there's a dude that's behind you that he don't get two fucks about nothing. I don't care about the situation, and I don't care about anything. So I'm gonna turn this shit up. Easiest way to turn something up in a protest,
that'd be a mistake.
Throw something.
That'd be a mistake for him.
That's it.
It's not because he's never gonna get caught.
I'm gonna throw something and I'm leaving,
bro. That's the whole point about agitators.
Yeah,
that's the whole point about agitators. That's what. No, it's not, bro.
People like a year after a protest.
Cool, you can do all that all day. But what I'm saying is, there's a guy out there on bullshit.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to do with anything. That's why King Daniel's saying the spectators are an issue. Mm-hmm. Because the people that just standing around watching, them are the motherfuckers that I don't like that. Crack something up. We done been to clubs. You done seen the guy that said, ain't got shit to go on. Just throw a check.
You're holding a sign that's saying what pisses you off.
Knowing damn well that everybody over here.
Guess what I'm here to do?
Oh, see? Well, you're going that route.
Piss you off. So for this whole 2.5 block, you yelling.
There's no Jesus in California. You remember when they was doing the Jackass? He had the
You
jail
feel me?
suit on.
Yeah, dang right. Yeah, right there.
I mean, I don't.
And I know what pisses you off, and I got your attention now. And my role was to come out here just to be an agitator. I like talking shit in the basketball court on a football field.
Now, the biggest
I
question
know what you meant. Ooh.
do you think that the government be paying motherfuckers to do shit like that?
I'm
Or
not.
do they be?
I don't know if the
That's a
government does,
conspiracy theory.
but I definitely think there's companies.
But
They already confirmed there's companies that are
Yeah, I was
dropping
gonna
off
say,
shields and all kinds of stuff.
yeah, I mean,
They do that.
it's-
Yeah. So again,
Now, I just don't think
There's
it's
business in
necessarily the government.
Guess
but
who? Guess who
they
store
think it's
fraud might
subsidized
be
by
there?
the government.
I ain't ready to sell, but insurance can cover me for this because I've been losing money.
that's crazy.
Let me
Come up a
put
little
this
bit.
through my fourth cousin's LLC.
Ooh, that's liquefying cash.
You know what I'm saying? They
So
just
everything
put out a
like
quick
wild country out here,
Hey.
burnt down.
a quick 50. Want to make $50K in a day, and look, and they're just putting it out as spam, hoping some dummy like. Next thing you know, a thing by the computer, and you got 10 seconds after the video plays to destroy that.
Shit got deep.
And then Tom Cruise's, man.
Oh man, Minority Reports. You know what I mean? What is it? Total Recalls.
And no, Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I was way deeper. I was my bad. My fault. realistic guy. My fault. I was all right. What you about to say?
I was gonna say, man, yeah, you should have came to the protest. It was fun.
Yeah, nachos.
Yeah.
That's say swear.
They had food trucks all over, like three or four of them in one spot and a couple over here.
I just need
Listen,
The
again,
restaurants for all that. But,
my mind of protest now that
I get it.
I'm there's an opposing line. I ain't got time for that.
There's different types of protests. Don't get me wrong. They range in.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
I'm saying, but that's
peaceful
my
to
thought
volatile.
process. Is protest. So when they're I don't know what to call that. They say we walking around with police around. I don't know. And then you know what I mean? That
Either
shit,
way,
I can't drink.
It's just peaceful protests.
if people feel strongly about that and want to do, I 100% support them. I think they have the right to, especially if they do the process. Like, hey, you know, we want to do,
I mean, that's how you get the police escorts.
or not even police escort. That's just you just get the permit.
That's what I'm saying. But that's how you get when they know what's going on.
Well,
The police are helping in
the police
they're-
might work out and say, hey, this, and this. Or you can like get, if I got to get a permit to, it's like every parade. I'm pretty sure follow the same parade guidelines.
you ain't blocking off streets without.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a, I don't know, however you set up
Block
parade.
off the street without
First,
advising
when
the
they
city.
started going into the street, I was like, oh, shit, here we go. Something's about to happen.
Yeah, bro.
But then the police like fanned the sides and like got ahead of them, made them stop for a minute.
Them boys
Like,
in on
blocked off the
35,
next
they ain't
street.
stopping traffic.
Go. I mean, you can do what you want to do.
They
Eventually,
stopped
there's
it.
enough bodies that'll stop
They
it.
stopped it for like 5 or 6 blocks.
35?
Down Congress. No, down
No, you just
Congress.
bullshit. Yeah, but
Down Congress.
Oh, might say, hey, if you want to stop any traffic in Austin, wait till I got to go through that bitch, which I get.
Oh shit.
You just hit 35, because golly, dude,
oh man, Austin traffic.
that shit is.
But yeah, the signs, man. Because my homie, by the way, we was with a guy named Lou. He'd been in Austin since like 2015. He went to the Black Lives Matter protest in 2020.
Yeah.
And he said, so I asked him, I was like, compared to what's this one like? He said, this one's big, but the Black Lives Matter one was like 4 or 5 times bigger.
Yeah.
He's like, it was huge. We took over Congress and like both streets to the side of it, all the way down to the fucking river. Like, it was all just Black Lives Matter.
See,
I was like, damn. But the signs, they were dope. Like, Chingat Maga, like that was one of my favorites. They had all kinds of people dressed up like Trump, ridiculous and shit. They had all kinds of people dressed like a taco with the Trump mask on. And then my favorite was this one guy. He had a sign that said, "Don't deport my Latina baddies."
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's
nice.
it. That one. Yeah.
Nice. But the one that always made me laugh was like, no illegals on stolen land, saying that California and all that was stolen from Mexico. It was like, we paid like $15 million for that shit, and then like paid another $4 million for people's debt, and we won a war. Like, it's not stolen. They got paid for it. I could get if it was just a war and we took the land and we didn't pay for it. But we won the war, and then we still were like, all right, here's
They saying
$18
it's
million.
stolen land because they stole it first.
Well, that was another thing. You know, Mexico only had that land. Mexico was only a country for 27 years before America got California on. So people are like, oh, these generations. And it's like one generation at most. And before that, it was owned by Spain. And then before that, it was just Native Americans.
Well, that's all their generation.
You know, it's just, it was always Native Americans there. You just put, well, not always, but you're just putting borders around. It's like, oh, now it's Spain. Oh, now it's Mexico. Oh, now it's the United States. You know, it's just,
Yeah,
but the people have always been there. You
if
know?
I was the baddest motherfucker from 120 miles this way to whatever it is, then yeah, this is
To the waterfall.
yeah, it's damn right. This is me. You know, when you cross these
Yeah,
lines,
just
it
a bad
just
forest to the
smells
waterfall.
different. Yeah, there it smells different.
I seen this thing where the Mexican government, somebody's like, hey, we want to get back our land. And they showed the map, and it was like Texas, all of Texas, from Texas all the way to California.
Yeah, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada.
I was like,
California, all that
okay.
shit.
I definitely want to be a part of that. I don't think Texas is going for that, brother. You know,
No, Texas will become a single nation before
Yeah,
that. Right?
I don't think we're going for that, but
Before we become, I think if we're not part of the United States, we're not becoming part of any other country. Doesn't matter if it's Mexico
Stuck it.
or Switzerland, or it don't matter. Like,
No,
we'll be Texas.
Yeah,
it'll be
Thug it.
40, yeah, it'll be fucking 47 states. We still gonna be Texas
Right?
with the slogan.
Hey man, don't mess with Texas,
Yeah, I might think shit's sweet.
man. Hey, y'all got anything before we get out of here?
Nah, man. Just been busy with KBA Works. Y'all have any time, check it out. Other than that, though, that has literally been like
fire.
all my spare time. It's been ridiculous.
Spare time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, check that out.
Appreciate it.
Keep that up.
I'm chilling, man. Until next time.
Until next time, guys. Hey man, appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all watching. It's shouts out to Corey, man. KBA Works. Go check him out for sure. BrosTalk, King Dano. We're out here.
Another session with the bros talk, where the beer's ice cold. Bros talk.